Hey girly, welcome back to my channel. Happy Wednesday. There was a lot of bomb droppings, a lot of stuff going on last week, okay? We're here to talk about how we can always solve problems, not just problems, but how we can fix and solve problems, because like I said, we're all going through it. Whether we like to admit it or not, or believe it or not, we are all going through it together as a collective. More, like I said, more times than what we would like to admit. So anyways, if you're here on the channel, thank you. We have officially hit 4K subscribers, and now we're on the way to 5K, because not only are we here to learn about life, but we're also we are also here to learn about lashes. So this morning, checked on my students, made sure that my students are okay, and I'm really sorry that I have bedhead, because I really do have bedhead. Like, slept in, and then I had coaching calls I had to come and take. So literally making this video for y'all right out of bed. Anyways, yeah, so how can we fix these things? Okay, we were talking about mean girls in the industry. We were talking about staying away from mean girls and people being rude and fighting with people and people denying us. But where does all this stem from? Okay, because I think a lot of times, sorry, my glare of my computer is bothering me with my glasses on the screen. Where does all this come from? So I actually really do need to enter this before I forget and before I get into our video. And then I have another call at 11, so I'm trying to make this video in between because it's super good, and I have a point that I'm going to make. Anyways, a lot of times I beg the question of, like, why would people be mean, or why are they treating me like this, or do I deserve this, or did I do something to deserve this? And you don't, okay? You don't deserve it. And I also learned about emotional maturity and, like, learning how to, okay, I actually have gone to a counselor. I've gone to therapy, and I know, like, that's super weird, especially like in Hispanic culture where it's like frowned upon to go to therapy. Like, I know whenever I first told my parents I was going to therapy, they laughed at me and they were like, you have to pay a white woman to talk about your problems because I think they say we effed you up. I'm pretty sure that's what we said. I'm pretty sure that's what they said, and then they, like, laughed about it. And then they ended up going through a divorce like a year later, and it was really, really hard on me and them. And then they were in therapy, and then they were telling me, like, that they were like, oh yeah, I shouldn't have laughed at you for that. And I'm like, okay, yeah, we're noticing things now. But anyway, so I started learning in therapy, and this is what I want to help my Mexican girls learn, because like I said, we're not so different, you and I. Like, you know, like, I'm sure we've all experienced, like, moms or mean stepmoms, or maybe for you it's your grandma, or maybe it's your aunt or your cousin or your sister or your friend. Maybe that happened to you as well, and you're carrying the weight of those words and what people have said to you and proving people wrong, you know, because we're talking about why is everyone mean, and why are people treating people like this, and making fun of people, or even just judging, or even just a bad thought, even just thinking like, oh, haha, they're not going to make it, or oh, haha, they're never going to do that. Like, that's mean and that's bad. That's bad to say on people. It's bad to wish on people, because who are you, you know, to, like, think to just make fun of people when people are trying, or when people are actively trying to be better, actively being better at their life every single day, being a different person, showing up differently, thinking differently, changing their mind. All of these are things that are completely normal and okay. So like I said, maybe all of this happened to you and you're carrying the weight of this on yourself as well. What do? We actively start tearing each other down, like, as grown-ups right now, you know, like, but where did it come from? Like I said, this is stemming from generation to generation of, like, we already have to deal with it in our family. That's why I always tell everyone, like, I will not hurt someone when it's possible to help them. I will not be rude to someone whenever it's like, I can actually help you, and I don't want to fight. I'm like, I don't want to fight. I'm always trying to, like, make things better than what they are, you know. But people, we just get triggered. And like I said, why do we get triggered by people? And it's like, because we've been told and we've heard that we're not nothing and we will never be nothing, and like, you can't have a dream life and get that fantasy out of your head, and no, like, it's just, we've just been told all these lies, like these lies that we believe about ourselves, and then we take these lies and this judgment and this shame and this guilt and everything else that's been put on us from other people, and then we go and we put that on other people, like I said, friends and relationships, and just even people we don't even know, you know. Like, I was actually so livid because one of my videos is going viral on Instagram, but these girls were fighting on there. They're fighting about mascara on lash extensions. Like, it goes so, and it's like, why? And it's like, because we're all hurt girls. We've all been hurt. Everyone has hurt us. And then it's like, you wonder why there's mean girls in the beauty industry, and why there's mean girls in general, and why we can't get along, and everyone's like, why can't we get along, and this and that. And it's like, because we've all been hurt. Like, whether or not we want to admit it, or whether or not, like, we all have an experience that we know that has hurt us, that maybe it changed you, maybe it made you into a different person. So the competition and the pettiness to be better than one another, it's like, first of all, we're all trying to be better because we don't feel that we're good enough. At least I know for me personally, I keep trying to be better because I was always told that I wasn't good enough. I was always made to feel that I wasn't good enough as a person, as a sister, as a friend, as a daughter. Like, a lot of people made me feel like I was not good enough, and so that's why I fight so hard for my business, and that's why everyone's like, it was success and success and success for you, and it's like, yeah, it is, because I've never experienced a better feeling for myself personally than to make myself proud, you know, because for so long in my life, I spent trying to make other people proud and other people happy, and I was never happy, and I was never proud of myself for the choices that I made back then, you know. So to be here today and to tell you that, like, I'm really proud of the choices that I've made in life, and that I feel like they've affected my life for the better, and that I'm sharing with you, so that way you can make different choices in your life. Like I said, like, even if it's not lashes, and even if you're like into the beauty, you know, you can take this into whatever aspect and apply it into your life. But like I said, it is so much deeper, like, because we hear this all the time, that there's mean lash artists, that there's people that are mean in the beauty industry, and it's like, honestly, you just have to stay away from those people. Like, they're hurt people, like, and I know, because I was hurt, and whenever I was hurt, I didn't ever want to hurt others. However, I was hurt, and I just, like, distanced myself from people because I was so hurt. And that's not fair either, because that means that I miss out on people, and that means that people miss out on me because of the way someone else treated me and how that affected me. So as I said, like, this does affect you when it comes to your business and as a lash artist. Girl, I'm telling you right now, if you think that your friends don't affect you when it comes to your personal life or when it comes to business, you really need to think again, because like I said, I had people miss out on me too, because of the people that I was around, or because if those people were mean to them, even business people, they automatically didn't want to associate with me, because they were like, oh, well, I tried going to see so-and-so, and they said I was late, and I disrespected their time, and so they charged me and they blocked me, and then you worked with them, so I felt like I couldn't go and get lashes, and it, like, affected my business. That's why I'm like, the mean girl thing is such a culture, and it's like crazy, because it's like, after I did the video last week, I actually had a whole revelation of a whole more group of women who are mean to me, that are also in the Lubbock area, who were just talking crap, and on my post, on, you know, on ads that I'm running, saying, oh, I'm running an ad for a lash class. Remember, I was saying I started with lash classes before I became a Lash University, an actual TDLR approved school now, but I was teaching lash classes, and I was running ads on I'm paying money to run an ad, that way girls who want to learn lashes can come and learn lashes and start their lash journey. And there was actually a salon owner, there were some people I tried to block out their name, Sandra Morales, I believe. She has permanent makeup in Lubbock, and she was on the comments saying like, oh ladies, this is good, however please remember you need to go to school and you need a license and you need, so it's like she was actually trying to down talk exactly what I'm actually selling. Like, this is my business, like this is what I help women do, like this is a business to me. So she was down talking the business of what I was doing, and then just to lo and behold, for her daughter to actually go and do lashes. So it's just crazy how people, you know, and her daughter had to take a class because her daughter had a license and didn't know lashes, so she had to take a class with someone, which is, you know, it's awesome that I had started that. I started the classes, which led other women to be able to go. That's why I'm like, if you're doing exactly what you believe, if you're doing exactly what I'm doing, that means you believe in it. So that means that you're not against me, and that means that you don't hate me. That means that you love me and you love what I'm doing and you believe in it too, because you're doing it too and you're helping women, and that's the point. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're not here to be like, oh, I'm better than you and oh, you're better than me and things like that. It's like, no, are we here on the same mission? Are we doing the same thing? Are we helping people? Are we truly helping people learn lashes and be great lash artists and be able to go and have a good business? If we are, then like I said, congrats, you did it. And if not, then like I said, your intention will always show. Believe that. That is one thing that I have learned as a lash artist, is that when I thought things went unnoticed, or when I thought no one was looking, and when I thought no one was paying attention, everyone came in and said, hey, we seen you, hey, we seen that, hey, we saw that they did that, and yeah, we saw that they got that from you, and yeah, that's really cool, and that's cool that you're inspiring. And it's like, oh my god, good. I just didn't want it to go unnoticed, because a lot of y'all were trying to take what I was doing and then make it seem like, oh, I started this, and it's like, no one started it. Like, it's been around, it's been a thing. That's what I've been saying. Like, it's been a thing. Like, these are all, everything that we have is ideas that have already been implemented and done from someone else, and we're just take it and make it our own and do it. But like I said, we don't have to be mean or tear each other down to do that. And but at the same time, it's like, why are we doing that? And it's because it stems from something deeper. Like I said, it's emotional trauma. If you don't think you have trauma, that's okay, because I didn't think I had trauma either. I was like, what? No, it's okay. I'm like, nothing was that bad in my life. And then I actually, like I said, went to a therapist, started talking about my life, started talking about people, places, and things, and actually started hearing out loud what I was saying, started actually understanding in my mind what I was thinking, started actually just taking a look at my life and understanding, like, oh wow, like, yeah, I have been hurt, and yeah, those people were mean to me, and yeah, I didn't deserve that. And so what did I do after learning all of this? Like I said, I learned that not only can a business change you and help you grow as a person, but you also do have to emotionally mature as well too, because that can keep you stuck. And this is why I teach my girls to be the best lash artists and to also show up as themselves, because like I said, there's too many hurt women out here, like, hurting each other. and like I said, a lot of us are chasing and after the same goals. Like I said on the previous video, like, just to be able to make it home safely, to have a warm meal, to have a loving partner, to be in a safe space at the end of the day. That's all we want. So like I said, we are not fighting each other. We are not going against one another. We are just hurt, and we have experienced hurt from the people around us. Like I said, people closest to you, sometimes they are just, I don't know, they project and they try to make us into what they think we should be, and that's just not how life works. My challenge for you this week is to maybe find a therapist. There is people in Lubbock. If you do need a recommendation, I have one. If you would like, you can check out the description below, and I'll leave her information there. Or you can also try online. I have been interested in that BetterHelp online. This is not sponsored at all. I just was interested in it because we are an online generation. So like I said, if you're watching this video and you're comfortable being online, that may be a thing for you. But I recommend, like, doing therapy. And I reckon, like, it's $80 plus, but I guarantee you, girl, you probably spend that much on Starbucks, or you probably spend that much on lips or nails and lashes or whatever else it is that you go do. And all that exterior, this is all awesome. This is what we're teaching our girls, how to do lashes and look amazing. However, one thing that I always advocate for as a lash coach and as a lash artist is the importance and the power of self-love. And that's exactly what I'm trying to show you, girl, is it's all self. It all starts with yourself. And once you're able to like recognize yourself, like I said, once you go to therapy, or maybe you don't go to therapy, maybe you just start writing it down. Okay, maybe you just get a pen and a paper and you just start writing down what you've been through, where your life is, where your life wants to go, who hurt you, how did it make you feel. Like, I wrote out a lot of stuff before I ever went to therapy, but then when I got into therapy, I started learning a lot about myself, and I started being able to just understand how I work, how I move, why I cut people off the way I do, why I am so emotional, and why I'm so tied to certain people, But anyways, we're hurt. We are hurt, okay? And that's all it is because when you think about it, it's like, when you love yourself and when you take care of yourself and you're happy and you're peaceful and you're like full of joy, and you're not hurting no one, okay? People who are hurting people are people who are not happy and not peaceful and not full of joy. They are actually full of every other emotion except those emotions. And like I said, girl, man, I could give you a whole deep dive on like rebuilding self and confidence and things like that. If you want me to, I will. Like I said, I give you tools to help yourself. I give you tools to like be better and go about a business as well, because when it comes to yourself, it really does matter when it comes to your business as well. It's emotion and logic and business all go together, and they need to go hand in hand. And if you have more emotion than you have logic, then unfortunately it won't be good. And if you have more logic than emotion, guess what? It won't be good for you either, because you have to have a perfect mix and balance of both. And luckily for girls, we can do that because we have feminine energy, and we also have masculine, because like I said, we've had to do everything. Like, why are we so hurt? Why are we so hurt out here? Because especially for Mexican girls, like, our moms love the heck out of our brothers and uncles and everyone else, and then the girls were just like, go fend for yourself, like, go be a woman, like, go have kids and go do your own thing, But our brothers and everyone was just babied and babied and babied. And honestly, I'm like, that's why I haven't had kids yet, because my partner just babies the heck out of me, and I'm not ready to give that up yet. Like, I'm not ready to share that with someone else yet, because I have never got that. So it's refreshing, and it's awesome to have someone be all about you and tell you to be all about yourself and love it, and you love it, because like I said, most of us girls aren't having it like that. How you said, like, most of y'all are moms and caretakers and providers and all these things to all these people, everything but yourself. And then you wonder why you don't feel good, and you wonder why you get irritated with certain people and things and posts and just people's lives. And it's like, because you feel like you could be doing more, you feel like you deserve better, and you feel like you can just, like I said, do more. And you can, like I said, but it's hard sometimes whenever those negative beliefs that we have, those negative lies that we've told ourselves, that everyone else has told you except yourself. So like I said, like, write out these things. How do I feel? What do I truly feel about myself? Like, you don't know until you start to do this. And we all know it all too well. So last time, I talked about girls more my age being mean, because like I said, all the salon owners that I called out, all the salon owners that I said were being mean and being rude, they were all my age, around my age, 26, 20, anywhere from 26 to like 30 years old. However, don't let the mean older ladies get past us, okay? Because I dealt with a lot of mean older ladies. Like I said, not only my mom, but also my aunts. Like, whenever the whole thing ended with them, I really should have called Popo. Whenever the whole thing ended with them and they thought I left their salon, I didn't, and my stuff was still in the salon, and they broke my stuff. They went in there, they broke my light, they broke my sign. My sign was actually ripped off the wall. Like, my room was just like a tornado. Like, I was like, oh my God. I was legit like, oh my God, how old are y'all? Did y'all really come in here and break all of my stuff in my lash room? I wanted to call the cops, and my stepdad was like, don't call the cops. We don't call the cops on family. And I was like, this isn't family. Like, breaking my stuff because you think I'm leaving is not a good enough excuse for you to break my stuff. Like, I don't care. That's not, like, if I've never put my hands on someone's property. I've never broken anyone's stuff. I've never done anything like that. So for someone to do that to me, I was very, very, very upset, and I should have called the cops, but I didn't. Because, like I said, I was blinded by family, and like, this is what I help my girls know. Like, girl, whoever's your family is who's in your house. If you're by yourself, then you're your family. If it's you and your mans, that's your family. If it's you and your kids, that's your family. Whoever's under your roof every single night, that's your family. That's who you take care of, you know? And so I didn't understand that, because I had a false sense of family, and I thought like it was like everyone's your family, but honestly, like, it doesn't work like that. And that's why I tell you guys, don't go work with family, because it's family until money's involved. It's family until business is involved. It's family until some form of payment hasn't been made, whether that's like actual money or like just with something that they think you owe them. And oh my God, speaking of, whenever I was in the salon, like, my food would get eaten all the time. Like, the owner's daughter, my cousins, the owner's daughters would eat my food all the time. And I'm like, that was my lunch. And they would treat it as if it was like, oh, just go get you something. Like, you have money. Like, and I'm like, that's not the point. Like, I wanted to eat that. That was my lunch. So yeah, they were eating my lunch. And then supplies were getting stolen. People were in my room. Like, it was just... I was like, wow, because we're family. I'm like, I'm paying $175 every week to be here. Like, I need a family discount if this is going to be like a family sort of thing. Like, because it was just like a no-go for me. So yeah, like I said, don't let the older mean ladies go past you either, because I had to deal with that in all forms. Like I said, older salon owners as well too, leaving those rude comments on Facebook, like people tearing me down, like, and just for, you know, like their daughters to be admired, their nieces, everyone around them to be admired, because like I said, my whole goal has never been to tear anyone down. It's been to help girls learn lashes, now get your lash license, and create a thriving lash business while avoiding and learning how to stay away from mean women in the industry in all shapes and all forms. Like I said, it could be girls your age, it could be older women. We're not there. No one's excused from, and we know that, you know, because we fought with our sisters, and then we fight with our cousins, and we fight with our moms and our aunts, and so it's always all ages. However, like I said, how do we avoid this? How do we move around it? Well, we become emotionally mature, and we understand that they're just hurt women. They're hurt. They're in masculine energy. They've had to take on way more than what they should, and unfortunately, it makes them want to hurt you. When they see you a girl, they see you, you know, just being cute, just doing your thing. People are triggered by that because they didn't get to do that. You know, they had to have a family and do all these things, and so they just want to. Unfortunately, they just want to put all of the tiredness, all of the hurt, all of the projection, all the rejection, and everything that they've been through on you, on us. And unfortunately, it's not fair. But does it happen? Yes. Don't let those people steal your light, dim your light, just because they let someone take out theirs a long time ago. That doesn't mean that they get a right to treat you like that, okay? Or just try to dismiss you, or try to just say, like, you're not all that, because you are. And you are, because I know because I am. And because if you listen to my word and you understand, like, then you understand that, like, you understand that it's bigger than you, like I said. So learn emotional control, learn about your emotions. Like I said, if you have to go to the therapist, if you have to write this out, but learn about yourself. And in turn, like I said, it will help you not only with yourself, but also with your business. Because if you want to be the best in your business, you have to know yourself. You have to become emotionally aware. You have to become logically aware of yourself. You have to become just aware of yourself, who you are, who you want to be. And any label that anyone has given you, just toss it out. It doesn't matter. Who do you think you are? Who do you believe you are? Because I guarantee you that you are amazing. You're awesome. You're talented. You're smart. You're funny. You're sexy. You're creative. You're all these things, okay? And I know that you probably you're like, yeah, I do feel that way. Yeah, you are. And don't believe anything that anyone has told you or told you less, okay? So that is all I have for you for today. I will see you on the next video. Okay, bye.